For the second time in 50 years, the Gladiators will tear through the dirt as they roar at the last great Coliseum. But this year, they hunt at night.
Anybody who goes to any racetrack around the country knows that Bristol is electric at night.
2022 is a new year at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Making it a night race will make it a lot better for the race fans and for the racers too.
And this time, you won't need a mask unless
you may want to bring one for the dirt. You know, you may just want to bring one maybe for your favorite beverage to put over there, or you may want to wear it during the race. Some goggles are always helpful too.
the Food City Dirt Race isn't the only big event this weekend.
We have an Easter weekend full of plans for families.
And a winner makes his return to the Tri-Cities.
That's the thing with this dirt racing, man. You just don't know what you're going to have next.
And so does NASCAR's current reigning champion.
In a race, yeah, the line could be changing every lap. There could be a hole developing that you have to work through.
Music to the ears of NASCAR's biggest fans.
The sound and smell, it's everything.
This is Trackside at Bristol Motor Speedway.
This year's Food City Dirt Race will be a nighttime spectacle. Hello everybody, I'm Kenny Hawkins along with Jesse Crawl.
And a spectacle it will be as the dirt is going to engulf the banks at Bristol Motor Speedway under the lights.
So dirt racing's just, it's special, it's different. I think we got a good taste of it these last few days. We had some testing going on the track, and you're just seeing that back end sort of sideways the whole time. Then you're going to put 40 cars down on the track, and it's going to be electric and under the lights.
Well, last year's race was a sellout, and the track is hoping for the same thing.
But to get this, you need a whole lot of dirt. We're talking 2,000 truckloads of earth layered with sawdust. The first piles of dirt arrived in January, and the Speedway spends weeks getting it packed down just right. This will be the first time in NASCAR history that they'll rip through the dirt at night.
But it'll be the 12th time it's happened on Easter and just the 6th time it's happened on dirt.
Nick Dugan shows us on Sunday in the Tri-Cities. It'll be more than church.
It hasn't been done since 1989.
I've never ran a race on Easter, I don't think, in my life.
But this Sunday, Easter Sunday, will see the best stock car drivers in the world battle for a checkered flag at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's unfamiliar territory for most.
NFL, NBA, they all play on holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and you're always tuned into those games. So hopefully it does kind of the same thing for us.
But the overall reaction from drivers to race organizers has been one of excitement and optimism.
You're going to have so many people that's going to be home or down at grandma's or whatever. They're going to be sitting in front of the TV screen.
Obviously, that's a very special day, and the reverence to that is important to us.
But one thing is clear for those involved. Watching or attending a Cup Series race on Easter shouldn't replace any traditions, but instead enhance those traditions.
Another new addition to this year's Food City Dirt Race is the next-gen car. It actually will be the first time this animal will be let loose on the dirt cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the NASCAR Next Gen Cars.
It's a time where we need to try some new things and sort of re-energize the sport. I'm totally here for that.
NASCAR's hoping with this new car, the series does become a little bit more competitive.
I think you're going to see some races won by some guys where you say, oh my gosh, how'd he do that?
Honestly, no one's going to know for a while.
There's a lot of challenges with this car, only just because it's just so different. I mean, it's just the way the aerodynamics are, the way the car handles, the way the drivetrain and gearbox.
Still racing race cars around a racetrack, so the fundamentals of 4 black and round tires that are hitting the asphalt or the dirt or the concrete is still the same between this car and the old car.
So the thought process is pretty simple, but it's about to get cluttered with the clay.
Then they're going to say, okay, you know what, spring race, we're going to put dirt on it.
It's going to be interesting.
No idea.
These cars aren't made for dirt track.
Who else could do this? Who else could pull this off?
Now that's a question everyone wants to know, but they don't seem to have an answer for it.
I was starting to have a little feel for it last year, and then now just taking a whole new style race car to race on dirt that, has never done it.
Obviously, we raced in the day last year, but, I don't think anybody in their right mind can expect a flawless execution of an event this unique and new in the first year.
That's not to say no one enjoyed the duel on the dirt.
Last year I had a blast. We rolled out there and practiced, and I was like spinning the tires down the straightaway, and I was just like wheeling the car, and I was slow.
well, they better learn pretty fast.
Anybody that says they know what this Gen 7 car is going to drive like on Bristol dirt is just making it up, because nobody knows what it's going to feel like.
We do know one thing. It's going to be competitive.
Guys, what a race. What a battle. All these different leaders. Joey Logano is pumped up to win this dirt race here at Bristol.
How you doing, folks? Last time you saw me on the track, it was in the fall, and it was Michael Waltrip taking me around the high banks here at Bristol. Now, because of a big rainstorm last night, we're not able to get on the track. So I'm going to go around the track with dirt racing legend Scott Bloomquist. First of all, how many races have you won?
I think it's about 630. I've actually raced 41 years, a lot longer than I look.
You were racing when it was on 2 wheels, I believe. They didn't even have 4 at that time.
This place is really different type of dirt racetrack. And if you're going to be fast here, you don't want to be sideways. We'll look like we're sliding when it's really just getting rear steer and yawing the car out when we're really going straight. Back wheels do more of the turning than the front.
I did not know that. Is it about speed when you're racing on dirt, or is it about the handling?
It's about having multiple lanes. That's what it's about. It's about being able to actually race and have contact. I mean, these guys will be able to get rough and be able to mix it up and keep racing.
How does it feel to win at Bristol Motor Speedway?
I've been in victory lane here, a couple of times, and it's awesome. But the bank tracks really enable better racing, and this place, it's second to none.
All right, Scott Bloomquist. Nobody does it better on dirt than you, my man. The reigning NASCAR champion is back in the Tri-Cities. Kyle Larson didn't win the Food City Dirt Race last season, but he's back to face the rumble of the earth once more. There are many who consider Kyle Larson the greatest driver on asphalt or dirt.
Kyle Larson a year ago watched the race from North Carolina. Today, he's a Cup Series champion.
Last season, he was not only crowned the NASCAR champion, he dominated on the dirt tracks. But during the Bristol Dirt Nationals in early April, things were not that easy.
These guys are really tough. I know a lot of people probably think the best race car drivers in the world are in the Cup Series, but there's just as good as drivers in these series as well.
And while he prefers concrete to dirt, the California native is anxious for another crack at Bristol.
I really enjoyed it. It's really fast. Spent this week trying to figure out what's different with the racetrack, because it's dirt, so it's always going to be different, and try and get a little head start on it.
And he says the brand new next-gen car has a lot of drivers in the dark.
I have no clue. I hope good, but I'm a little bit nervous because the sidewall on the tire is a lot shorter, so I don't think that's going to be good for dirt racing.
Unlike past years, it's been a lot of fun for a lot of drivers. The next-gen car was built to make the playing field more equal, and it has lived up to all the expectations, with 7 different winners through 7 races this season.
I feel like the racing's been really exciting, and yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of first-time winners, a little more parity at the front of the field, so I think that part of it, yeah, I mean, I think NASCAR's going to be pretty happy with it.
I've enjoyed the heck out of this, so I want to see some more dirt racing.
And it will only get better.
Some of the biggest names in Christian faith will deliver an Easter message, free, right outside the track.
We want everybody to enjoy their church and their Easter celebration there at their home church, but then also we're going to put on our own Easter celebration.
Chris Tomlin is one of Christian music's best-selling artists. He'll be joined by the lead singer of Rascal Flatts, who's now on his own solo journey as a Christian artist. Delivering the sermon is Pastor Max Lucado.
Well, this wouldn't be a true Tri-Cities event without some local drivers competing with NASCAR's best.
And he tells me all the time, he says, coming and driving for this team, for me, for Parker, is like being on vacation.
Southwest Virginia is getting a chance to cut through the dust. Now, one team from Abingdon is going into the Food City Dirt Race with a little confidence on their side.